So that way, for those who aren't here, we can let them know what's going on. So we are now recording this class. Okay, right on the top. Hello. You guys go over here. All right. Do you see my screen? We have recent announcements. Y'all can see it?
Yeah.
All right, we're there. Basic stuff. Syllabus is the usual long thing. What I like to do is sum it up. Okay, we do have the basic, you know, the COVID statement. If you are sick, if you, see, I'll call it up separately. It downloads slow here. Okay, view. Okay, here is the basic thing. Bigger. We do have to go over this. We're here to help you. This is why you're sitting at home. What happened with this class is that I was told we would plan to have a classroom, and it wasn't until last week when they were sorting out where to put everybody that there just wasn't any room. We had moved the communication department from Frist Hall to the Lupton Library, and there just wasn't enough room for everybody, and we put this class online. Anyway, so here is our COVID-19 stuff. If you're sick or if you've been exposed, tell the university, but also drop me an email or a text. I'll have my contact information I'll show you in a second. We want, again, everybody to be safe. And I'll let you know too. You know, if something happens, let us know, and I will work with you to get us through it. Now, does that mean you don't have to do the work? No, I've already got an email from somebody who said, hey, can't come. I guess I don't have to sit in on class for 2 weeks. And no, you got to get back to it eventually unless you stay sick. You just got to let us know. So that's really it for absences. We do need to tell us. That's really the bottom line. We just need to be open about this. On what we do in this course, here is what I call, you can have the syllabus, but what I like to do in a class like this is go into what we're really doing here. Hello. Here's what the class is. This is where it was in Metro, but everything's moved. Here is all my contact information. I'm at my house, so I probably won't be answering the phone in the office, but here's the regular mail. Cell phone, you may text me at any time. You may email me. Meaning class will be live online so we could talk and interact, and that was good. Better to ask questions live. Assignments can be done. This is what's different in doing this online than at home. We can do this in any software. Don't be afraid. I'm gonna make the assignments, so if you're working on Word, if you're working in any program, as long as I can see them, you can do it. Office hours. Again, we're online, office hours, you just let me know when I'm here. Why take the class? Our culture is visual. You know, we're seeing what is the most common and popular Popular social media app for people your age. Anybody? Any guesses? Anybody who's live?
TikTok.
TikTok, Instagram,
Snapchat.
Snapchat. What do? It's all visual. It is pictures. It is videos. You get your communication by, visual information. And whether you're doing videos or pictures or stills, and we'll do some photography in this class, you are conveying information. Now, if you're an art major or something like that, it's a lot about self-expression. We're more about getting that message out and making it understandable to an audience. So that's that. Hello. Okay. So basic graphic design, typography, photography, page design, flyers, and web design. Projects for use in any job and any career. We've got people in marketing and sports. The whole point here is to do it in a way that you can utilize it for what you need to do. Okay, word to the wise, put this in every class. In any format, show up, pay attention, tell the truth. And the last one is the hard one. Don't worry about outcomes. If you're worried, that's my test anxiety quote. If you're worrying, oh God, I gotta get a B to, keep my scholarship, you're gonna worry about the grade and not the thing in front of you. If you just say the heck with it, you'll do better. Again, show up, you're here. Pay attendance, tell the truth, all that. Okay, how it works. Monday is usually a lecture day. And that's what we'll do. Today we go over stuff, and next week I'll start projecting on the screen last week's assignment. First one's a resume. And we'll show the resumes and we'll talk about them. And then once we talk about it, then I'll put a grade on it. Wednesday is usually a workshop day. And that's the way it's gonna be here. I'll show you some resume stuff. And then we will, and then you can show me what you've done. Project it, share it. So this is, trying to be a two-way street here. Grades, 100-point scale, 5 points off for each design flaw if something's messy or something like that. And you'll see when we do the reviews what that looks like. Now, most common grade in the class is a B. I give plenty of A's. You almost have to try to get a C. You got to really miss stuff, not show up, do stuff. Final projects, group project and individual. Again, whatever we get to, our big projects are 200 points. All projects, no tests. This is a learn by doing class. Attendance, again, especially like this, up to you. I'm recording it. It's better by listening. Assignments, do on the Dropbox, in the on the class Canvas, Fridays at midnight, PDF. First one could be Word. Late assignments, if you don't tell me, 5 points a day off. Okay, schedule. Design principles. We do have a book, the Non-Designer's Handbook. It's on my main syllabus. Get it from Amazon. Resume by midnight. We'll talk about that today. You will note I don't have dates on any of these assignments. The idea is that, don't have dates on any of these assignments. So that way, I think we have somebody trying to get into the class. Hold on a second. No, we're good. Anyway, I just want to make sure. Okay, back to it. Okay. Anyway, so those elements of design, Labor Day, no homework, Then we do photography. Simple photos. Then we'll do a photo layout. You'll put pictures on a page, and you could do this on Word. Photo editing. Again, most computers have a photo editing software. It's mostly about cropping and sizing, and so we can do that. Then we put them together, marketing, and then we're gonna try doing it. An idea for, again, words and pictures, an idea for a class project. What we've done in the past is, and I'll show you, I have some on here. Everybody does their own project under a theme. We've done recreation. We have done travel. We have done restaurants. Everybody does a restaurant. And in a class like this, we can still do it. So then everybody does their own project, goes out and writes something, takes some pictures, hands it in. And then when we do web design, we take your stuff that you have done and you get to make the web page. And it looks something like, best websites. This does not always download and open the way I want to. Do it this way. Okay, here's from the past. Website, downtown, here's all, everybody did something like that. Here is our class picture. I might do something like that and have like everybody send in a picture. Here's the stories. And I mean, this was a very good project. And this was done right for this class. Now, you know, we're not doing HTML. This is like a Wix or a Weebly page. And that's okay. That's how this is done these days. So there's more here, but you get the sense. So I think we can still do all of this. So that's where we are. So the first, that's the course. We can do this. And the first thing is the resume. And Wednesday, we can jazz up. I have a resume. I'll have some examples here. Branding and resumes. Okay, slideshow from start. Okay. See, we have people here in marketing. This, by the way, this presentation I got from our own career services department. So, we take it seriously, and they do a fine, fine job. And your resume establishes your identity and your brand. So, we have somebody who has come in. Welcome. We have somebody, Cassandra has attended. Don't worry, we will, all this is going to be recorded. You can catch up. Anyway, first assignment is going to be the resume. And a resume says a lot about you. You know, if you're going to be, if you are working for like Mary Kay Cosmetics, it might be okay to use pink paper. that's their brand. If you're a photographer like I am, you might put a picture on your resume. It says who you are. These are things that when they see you, they go, aha, I know who you are. And your resume is your first part. It also shows your flaws. If there are misspellings, if it is disorganized, it says that you're maybe careless or sloppy. A resume is about organization. And so is graphic design. Graphic design is all about organization. Anyway, come on, next. Okay, here, branding. This is a web page I did when I spent a summer in Ireland. You look me up, and there I am in the windswept northern coast. So again, your online presence is really part of the branding, and the resume is part of it. Blogs, pictures. Spent a summer in India, and I took a lot of pictures. So, I mean, you look me up, you Google me, you find, yes, and here we are. That is my child who's now in college. She's your age, and my wife. Anyway, but yes, she's in college in New York City now. So yeah, you look me up, and my brand is, you know, I'm an adventurous world traveler, sort of stuff. So, I mean, no, you know, people are going to Google you. So be aware of that. And if you have questionable material, strong racial and or political views, people will see it. Okay, your brand. This is how you build the resume, your strengths and weaknesses, all of this stuff. Customize, put in what you do, underline your skills, make sure, and I'll have examples. This is good. Action verbs. You oversaw, you organized, you planned, you did stuff. Cover letter. Now, this is one of those things in a resume people ask about, is should I put my job objective in the resume? My answer, and we will get different opinions, and you know, other people say otherwise. I'll be honest about that. To me, you put that in the cover letter. Your resume just says, here I am, here's what I've done. Identify the position you apply for, say why you fit, explain why you do it, and then say, here it is for other information, blah, blah. Here's a good one. C. Here is a nice example. Well organized. This is the whole point. Here's what you did. Now, some people, I know one of you is a non-traditional student, you might want to put education lower. Maybe experience should be higher. Do the things that say you. If you're a student and school is most important, put it on top. If you've worked a while, I would say put experience on top. Mine certainly is. Other things, again, this person's an athlete, and that's fine. Here's another version. I put this in. Name, objective, I'm not big on that, but there it is. Experience, education, skills. These bullet points make it easier to read. A lot of type and print is not a very great thing to read. Here's somebody else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. I guess that's the end of what I have for resumes. Yeah, this one has a lot. Okay. Yep, that's the end of that one. Here is modules. Here are resume examples. Here are your basic, here's some good examples. Now, graphic design wise, this is what I'm going to be looking at, is basic design principles. You look at a page the same way you read a book. You read any graphic material, top to bottom, left to right. One of the most important things, and they do it well here, is to have a dominant element. The name is bigger, you know where to start. Here is a summary. Every headline is the same size. You know where the headlines are. Your indents, again, tells you what goes with what. And he put the education at the bottom. Nothing wrong with that. So again, to me, I don't think the overview is necessary, but I won't mark off for it. Graphic design wise, look at these lines. The lines separate the different sections. That's okay. On the other hand, your headline does the same thing, so it's not really necessary. I would not write off with. Now, if you had dotted line or a line of dancing pigs or something really bizarre, that gets in the way. Keep it simple. Okay. See, now this is not a good graphic design. You start reading here. You really need a dominant headline on this one. The overview is fine. Yeah, I mean, the organization is good. The graphic design is poor. You see here where it says manager. That's bold. It's bolder than this. So your eye is drawn here. What we need is a big headline here. This needs to be smaller and maybe these subheads bigger. Again, think of how you're going to look at this and read it. Top to bottom, left to right. See, this one is centered. Nothing wrong with that. It makes you read down. Now, this one is flush left. So you read left to right this way. You read this down. You read this across. Now, as it's okay for a resume, but when you set up a page, this is not a natural way to read, and these lines get in the way. So if we're doing another kind of document, I would take off for these lines because they separate things. For this, easier to read, but a poorer design. So, I mean, that's why I put those up, because it gives you just some examples of good and bad. Do I have some more here? Okay, more to look at. Dominant head, that's fine. The double lines, that really just kind of gets in the way and stops you from reading. Nice dominant headline. This certainly, this other underline here, your career summary is here. This line separates the headline from what is underneath. That's not necessary. Put one above, but not below. Think of every everything. I would make her name bigger. This is too much print. This is one you might indent and do bullet points. Law clerk, intern, again, this dominant type makes you skip over district court. Again, these are the things to think about, and these are things I will go over and show you on Wednesday. So this is the first thing to think about. So bring in your own. I will will fix up my resume a little bit, and then I'll open it up for you to share your own resumes if you want on Wednesday. So that's what, so anyway, and it's due midnight. Anyway, I think we're pretty much covered. You tell me any questions on what we're doing. I will post the recording of what we have here for those who aren't here. You can email me questions. You can answer them live, but this is all I wanted to cover today. Any questions? All right. Oh, okay.
The one for someone that's not really familiar with like any software, do you recommend the Adobe Cloud like package to use?
And it depends what you want to do in the long term. If you really want to do some graphic design, definitely. If you want to get serious about it. If you're a broadcast major and you just want to learn a few things and it costs some money, I don't know if it's necessary.
Okay.
So it's again, if we were doing this in the lab, we would have access to it,
Mhm.
So yeah, then, and we would learn it all, and it's a good thing to learn. And I may even show you some because I have it here, but I'm not going to force you to pay any more money than you have to.
Okay.
So, as a graphic design major, they should offer, or at least they offer us in the art department, and I believe in the communications department, offer an Adobe package that is free to students. I don't know how they're doing it this semester, but I know last semester they gave it to us.
I know it's there. I'll ask. I'll ask about access. But yeah, if we get it free, I will certainly get it for you. So
Okay.
I'll know that on Wednesday. That's good.
And then my last question was, when you refer to the Dropbox for assignments, are you referring to like the Canvas outlet?
There it is right here.
Okay.
It's on the modules. Submit it. There it is. It's in assignments, and it's in both assignment and it's under module. Either way.
So that's the only platform we're going to be using for submissions?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Thank you.
Because if you email it to me, I'm looking in 8 different places, and there's a good chance I'll miss it. So that's, this is just the safest place. Okay. All right. Any other stuff?
Did we need to read chapters? Oh, sorry.
Okay. The book is there to back up what we say in class. I'm not going to test you out of the book. There's a lot of good examples in it. So, I use it all the time. It's on my bookshelf. I love it. So it's a good thing, basic thing to have, but it's not like a total necessity, because I'll show you with examples. And if you could pick it up yourself without it, it's okay. I'm not going to ask you, from chapter 15. Now, other stuff. Okay, I think I pretty much got it covered. I'm gonna do the recording and post that shortly. You can email me, text me. Otherwise, I will see you Wednesday morning. All right, appreciate it.
Have
Thank
a
you.
good day.
Thank
Thank
you. Have a good day.
Thank you.